I am Charles, third of my name, son of Louis the Stammerer, and destined to reclaim the legacy of the Carolingian dynasty. My tale begins in the year 888, when the untimely death of Charles the Fat left the throne of West Francia in disarray. Though of noble blood, I was but a child, only 5 years of age, and deemed unfit to rule by the powerful nobles of the realm. Instead, they turned to Count Odo of Paris, a valiant warrior who had proven his mettle against the Viking invaders. As I grew, I lived in the shadow of my father's lineage, reminded constantly of my duty to restore the glory of the Carolingian name. Odo's rule was not without merit. His bravery had saved Paris from destruction, but his crown was a usurpation in the eyes of those loyal to my house. My supporters, a faction loyal to the idea of legitimate succession, began to whisper of the day when I would be old enough to assert my claim. The years passed, and the Viking threat loomed ever larger. Raids and pillaging were a constant menace, leaving the kingdom fractured and weary. Odo, though a capable leader in war, faced growing unrest among the nobles. Their allegiance wavered, for his authority lacked the divine sanction that my bloodline carried. By 893, these tensions reached a boiling point, and with the backing of Archbishop Fulk of Reims and other influential magnates, I was proclaimed King of West Francia at the tender age of 10. But my coronation was not the end of strife, it marked the beginning of a bitter rivalry. Odo, unwilling to relinquish power, maintained control over parts of the realm, particularly the north and west. The kingdom was effectively divided, with both of us claiming kingship. For years, a tense stalemate ensued, punctuated by skirmishes and diplomatic maneuvering. My youth was both a blessing and a curse. While it made me a symbol of legitimacy, it left me reliant on advisors and the ambitions of those who sought to use me for their own ends. By 897, the tide began to turn in my favor. Odo's health faltered, and his ability to command loyalty waned. Before his death in 898, he recognized the inevitability of my rule, seeking to ensure stability for the kingdom by naming me his successor. When he passed, I ascended unchallenged, finally uniting the fractured realm under my reign. The years leading to my uncontested kingship were marked by a relentless pursuit of legitimacy and a struggle to uphold the sanctity of my bloodline. Yet, they also taught me the realities of leadership, the necessity of compromise, the value of alliances, and the heavy burden of kingship. My youth had ended, and as I looked toward the future, I vowed to rule with wisdom and resolve, to protect my people from the chaos that had plagued our land for too long. Thus, in the year 898, I, Charles III, known as the Simple for my straightforward and honest nature, stood as the rightful king of West Francia. My journey to the throne was fraught with trials, but it was only the beginning of my reign and the challenges that would define my legacy.